Hi guys, my name is Meredith and today I'm making a yoga practice for us to feel good, just overall, maybe starting off the day. There'll be some twists, some side stretch, and a little bit of strength as well. So let's go ahead and get started, and we will start in standing today. And you can always have props if you'd like. So you can always use blocks, you can use blankets, whatever you'd like. For this particular practice today, we don't really need any props. So, and then always listen to your body. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, pain, strain, go ahead and just take a pause and take some deep breaths. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hey, Miss Thang. Oh, hey, girl. All right, so we will start in a standing position, and let's rest one hand to the heart, one hand to the stomach. Let's start off by just connecting, feeling the movement in our body from our breathing. This may show up for you in your chest area. It may show up in your stomach area. Noticing wherever you feel that movement. And then seeing if you can shift that movement a little bit into the low stomach. So if you're feeling it in the chest, can you shift it down to where you inhale, your belly expands? And as you exhale, your stomach softens back in. And we're just practicing, so if you feel like it's a challenge, as long as you're breathing, you're all good. I'm just giving you different things to try out with your breath. One more deep breath. And then from there, let's go ahead and rest both hands over our heart and take this time to set an intention for your practice, no matter what time of the day it is, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. What is an intention that you can set that will help guide you through your day with maybe a little bit more peace, a little bit more serenity? Let's seal our intention together by reaching the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Take the palms to touch. And then exhale, release the hands right down to the heart. And then we'll start to go into a little bit of side stretching. So let's lower our hands down by our side, feet or hips distance, and just start to lean. And as you lean over to your right, let that left arm or hand slide up the side body. And then engaging the core, coming back to center, and letting that left arm slide down, right arm slide up. And maybe breathing into your hand on this right side. And then changing, coming back through center, breathing into the left hand. And coming back to center and changing sides. So just take your time, find your own pace. Maybe you even take a gaze to the right as you lean to the left. And then as you lean to the right, you gaze over to the left. A couple more times. And finish up your last full cycle. And then when you do, we'll meet right back in center. And then let's do some shoulder rolls. So just rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then from there, go ahead and lower it down. And then take your hands to your hips. And I'm just gonna set a little bit aside so you can see me. All right, and then from there, let's go ahead and shift our weight to your left foot and lift your right heel up. Just checking in how that feels to the arch of the foot for you today. Just doing a little lift. And then lower that heel down and change sides. Lift your left heel up. And this might take a little bit of balance. Lower the next heel and inhale the right. So just know you can hold on to something stable in your home. Maybe there's like a bookcase. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good one. A wall, something stable. Okay. So you can keep it slow like this with the lifting, or maybe you start to kind of pedal it, right? So you're just lifting one heel down, the opposite heel lifts, and it's more like this. And if that's a little too much for your balance, no worries. Just take your time with it and go slow. All right, so find your pace. A couple more times. All right. And then let's lower both heels down. And then from there, release our hands by our side. Let's do a couple inhales up overhead with our arms. So just getting our breath going, our energy flowing. So inhale and take the arms up. And exhale, release the hands down by your side. You can do this with the eyes open or closed, whatever you feel safe with. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, lower. Let's do two more. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, release. Our last one, inhale up. And exhale, lower. And then from here, I'm gonna turn and face the side. So just so it's clear on the movement that I'm doing, hopefully. So feet are hip distance apart. Well, let's start by just sitting into a chair pose. So let's do the first one by taking our hands to our hips and then sitting the butt back. So when you sit back, pretend like you're sitting in a chair. The knees bend, and as you look down, make sure the knees aren't passing the toes. And then press into the feet, stand up tall, squeeze the glutes. Good. Go ahead and sit back like you're sitting back into a chair. Knees bend, look down. Knees aren't passing the toes. Inhale and stand, and then pause. So take a couple breaths here, and I want to say the reason I'm saying sit the bottom back. The reason I'm saying that is a lot of times I'll see people sit, and they sit a little bit more like this. And I did this in the beginning too, where I would be like, because I'm scared to fall back. So you don't want to like lean forward like this. You want to literally use the strength of your legs and pretend like you're sitting your butt back into a chair. Okay? So let's just do one more together. Go ahead, sit back, and stand tall. From there, let's take one hand to the heart, one hand to the stomach, and take a couple breaths. You might feel warmth in your legs and your glutes. So now we're going to add to it, okay? And what that's gonna look like is we're going to sit back, and I want you to use your hands now. So take your right hand to your low back and your left hand to the outside of the right leg, okay? So I'm gonna twist like so. Then I'm going to inhale and come up, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Let's take it on over to the next side. So you're gonna sit your bottom back, left hand to the low back, right hand crosses to the outside of that left knee. Inhale, lengthen, stand tall, reach the arms up. Go ahead and sit back, right hand to the low back, left hand to the outside of that right knee, maybe shifting that right shoulder back. Inhale, stand tall, reach up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, take it on over to the next side. See if you can shift that left shoulder back. And then inhale and reach the arms up. From there, go ahead and release the hands down by your side, and let's stand in our mountain pose. Take a couple breaths. One more deep breath. And then from there, let's interlace the fingers behind the back. So if you can do this option, go for it. If your hands don't quite reach, you can always use like a towel, or you can use a strap here. And if you don't have those available, you can always hold on to opposite wrists or opposite forearms, okay? So find the option behind your back that works. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then you can either stay standing or you can go right into a fold. So take a breath in. And if you want to ease into your fold, maybe bend a little bit through the knees and start to fold forward. Maybe lifting the arms away from the back. Maybe straightening the legs, letting the head release. One more deep breath here. Okay, and then from there, let the arms release to the ground or hovering over the mat, whatever you can go for. Bend a little bit into the knees, and then let's inhale and rise up. Let's sweep our arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, release the hands right down to the heart. And then we're gonna come right down onto our mat. So let's go ahead, come however you need to make your way down there. Let's go ahead and make your way down. And then we're gonna go into a nice little pose that's gonna create some lengthening in our spine and then a nice opening in our shoulders. So I'll give two different options. If neither of these options feel good for your body, then feel free to come into any variation of a child's pose, like extended child's pose. And if you have hard floors like me, maybe put a blanket underneath your knees, okay? So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have my hips stacked over my knees pretty much, at least that's where I'm starting out. And then walking the hands forward and then resting my forehead to the mat. Okay, and you can play with this and you can walk your hands back or walk your hands forward. So this is one option. The other option is staying here but then releasing your elbows down, maybe closer to the outer edge of the mat, and letting the fingertips come behind the head or maybe the palms. And whatever variation you're in, we're going to hold there for about 4 to 5 breaths. So if you're in any one of these and it doesn't feel good for your body, then another option that you can come into could be extended child's pose. And that one is our knees wide, toes together, your bottom sits back, and walking the hands forward and resting the forehead down, okay? So just breathe into the option that you're in. One more deep breath. And then start to make your way, coming right into any comfortable seat. I'm going to scoot a little bit closer just so you can see before the next part. All right, so we're going to seal our practice today with an alternative nostril breathing. So some of you might be familiar with it, and if not, I'm going to guide you through it. So 2 different options that you can do with the hands. You can do this and just go back and forth with the thumb and the pinky. It's not really the traditional way, but if it's very challenging for you to use your thumb and your ring finger. So this is the traditional way, thumb, ring finger, right? But if that's not very accessible for you, then don't worry about it. Use your thumb and pinky, okay? So let's start off with, so I'm gonna do the traditional way, but do whatever you feel comfortable with. So let's just, before we do the alternative nostril breathing, this is a way to help create some calm in you and help slow the mind down a little bit. So you can use this anytime that you need to. So let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And then let's try it out. So Take your thumb, close your right nostril, and then inhale on your left. Close your left nostril, exhale on your right. Inhale on your right, close, exhale on your left. Inhale on your left, close, exhale on your right. Inhale on your right, close, exhale on your left. Inhale on your left, close, exhale on your right. Inhale on your right, close, exhale on your left. Then go ahead and just release. Take a deep breath in through both nostrils. Exhale out through both nostrils. Notice how you feel in the body, in the mind. Be patient with yourself if this is something new to you. Simply just giving it a try is already a big step. So together, let's just take a moment to acknowledge your practice today. Something or some things in your body that you feel grateful for. Could be breathing, could be walking, seeing, moving, whatever it is. It could be multiple things, maybe one thing. What are you grateful for in this moment? You. What's important to you? And let's join our hands together at the heart. As a community, let's take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. From the light within me to the light within you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining. I'll be posting some more up soon. Hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.